Good morning, chat. Welcome to stream. I'm still putting in my earrings, so I need a second. Also, I think my earbuds are connecting to the computer, but I can't hear the audio, so that might just take a second. Morning, Tamaru. Morning, Hannah. Yeah, no, I'm real fucking shook after Friday's stream. That was not fun. But we did it. But we fucking cleared, and the only loss was a Pokemon that unfortunately kinda fell off a while ago. We definitely stopped using Kethri for a while, but I'm really going to miss having her around, because boy howdy, Kethri fucking went places for us. We would not be where we are right now if it wasn't for the hard work of that Hitmonchan. So it's definitely one of those losses where it's felt more in the heart than it is in the box. But we gotta press on. It is really funny that the thing that finally got Kethri, though, was a Porygon too. Like, she was consistently our Pori 2 answer for the entire game up to this point. Every time one of those fuckers is out, it's like, all we gotta do is just, like, you know, bait Thunder Wave, dodge, try attack, get off a fake out, get off a CC. These fucking earrings, man. It's not even the earrings, it's my nails. My nails are so long and annoying. And they're beautiful, but they're a pain in the ass, and I'm still not able to hear the game. Or the music, so I think something is up with my earbuds right now. Rip Kethri. Kessel, I'm so sorry. I killed your, like, 2 goats. Like, almost back to back. I know that Nomo was, like, one of Newt's guys, but I know you were probably, like, the #1 Nomo stan. Hold on, my earbud's being fucky, so I'm just gonna pop this out, place it in here. Well, it stopped the video. Take that back out. Why am I not hearing anything? Uh-oh. Open sound settings. There it is. It's because I had my speaker on earlier, so it was trying to output audio from the speaker that I turned off several minutes ago. Okay. We're not out of the woods, though. There are still some scary fights coming up. I did just calc one of them. I actually probably need to finish writing my line down, if I'm being completely real. Because, yeah, it's swap to Beware, OHKO with Superpower, swap to... Oh, wait, hold on. Also got to make sure damage, Biwi to... Nomo on the other... Kethri loves dying, it's what she does best. Nomo on the other hand, Nomo loves living because he did it for way longer than he was ever supposed to. And that's really funny. Okay, so we just need to make sure that Ulara after 1 double edge puts us in psychic range. Sorry, this is a line I like pretty much got calced out yesterday. So 188 plus 53 is 241. So pre-damage to 241 HP. Equip Ground with Mystic Water. Equip Rose with Miracle Seed. Equip Corv with Oranberry. She was the type of Mon who wasn't showing up consistently to fights anymore, but she was the right answer to occasional Mons. Not irreplaceable or essential, but she will still be missed. It's like, I have to acknowledge that some Pokemon have fallen off, not because they are bad, but because we have simply gotten better Pokemon to fill their roles. It's kind of hard to justify using any ground type when Garchomp is here, you know? And I just gotta look at it like that, where it's like, Kethri was nice. She made some things easier, but like, we probably could have beaten that Porygon with other things if we needed to. Might have required a sack or something, but we could have done it. I wonder if I've become obsolete yet. Quite the opposite, Tamaru. You actually got 2 kills in the fight that killed Kethri. You were very relevant. Essential, I dare say. So swap to Orain. Swap to Corv. Use B-Bird. Swap to Gark. KO with Earthquake. I believe Garchomp specifically needs, yeah, 130 plus 94. I believe is exact. Yeah, 224 exact kill. Really cool. Yeah, no, it's funny. Tamaru, you actually are one of the few Pokemon that is scaling up. You are getting better and better the further into the run we go. Okay, so KO with Earthquake. Dragon Stonks indeed, my friend. Dronks, if you will. D-Stonk. Okay, so kill with Earthquake. We do need Soft Sand for that, though. Yeah. Equip Gark with Soft Sand. Equip. Del with Zoom Lens. Yeah, okay. So, the line here, Greninja has a Mystic Water, it outspeeds and one-hit KOs Pyroar with Surf. Nice and simple. It just goes fast and hits hard. Gaining U-turn is going to be very large stonks indeed. Oh my god, you're right. Maybe my DF2 crates are worth money again. So Greninja comes in against Pyroar, KOs it with Surf. At full HP, it doesn't show anything to Oranguru. It shows Close Combat to Passimian. Roserade comes in on Close Combat, always lives crit. After Passimian drops its own defenses from that CC, we're able to one-hit KO with Magical Leaf. After we do that, the only thing on their team that is faster than Roserade is Furret. Even the lowest roll Close Combat does at least 40%, and the lowest roll on Double Edge is 60%. So Furret will come in to try to get the Double Edge kill on Roserade. We raw swap to Beware, who does not take a lot from Furret. And then we show a slow one-hit KO with Superpower. It doesn't have anything to stop us from OHKOing it, so we just bonk it with Superpower while it gets us with Double Edge, probably. In comes Oranguru. Now, the only thing that's scary about Oranguru, it's going for Psychic. We actually kind of would like to maybe pre-damage Beware a little extra so that it could bait Psychic or Aura Sphere. That would actually be pretty good. The nice thing is also Beware is faster than Mudsdale, but slower than Oranguru, so it's always baiting Oranguru. We have pre-damaged Beware to make sure that after a single double-edged low roll, we bait Psychic, because technically if Roserade gets crit by Passimian on Close Combat, its HP is low enough that it could go for Sucker Punch, and we want to make sure that Beware has a low enough HP to always show Oranguru a kill so it doesn't click Calm Mind. And notably, it never clicks Shadow Ball into it. So currently, the basic version of this line is it goes for Psychic. We swap to Corviknight. Now, you might be wondering, why would you want to bait Aura Sphere instead of Psychic? Psychic does less damage. Psychic has a 10% chance to drop our special defense. The only way Corviknight dies to Oranguru is Psychic hits us, crits, max rolls, drops our special defense. We use Brave Bird, crit Oranguru, high roll to take as much recoil as possible, and then get hit by Aura Sphere or Shadow Ball, crit high roll. That is the only way Corviknight dies. Theoretically, though, I believe we always live if we get hit by Aura Sphere, because Aura Sphere can't drop your defenses. So critical hit Aura Sphere into critical hit Shadow Ball, you know, it's like 66% highest damage we can take in recoil is 24. We always love that. Literally, it's like the worst case scenario in every option does 4 more HP than our max HP. It's really funny. At that point, we don't care what attack we bait, because thankfully, the main thing is Corviknight does exactly enough to show Oranguru that it can't set up with Calm Mind, because we are 1 point of speed faster and do exactly half of its health on the max roll of Brave Bird. So we bonk it once, we then swap to Garchomp. Garchomp's lowest roll Soft Sand Earthquake plus lowest roll Brave Bird is exactly enough to kill Oranguru. Then lastly, in comes Mudsdale. It's kind of hard to tell what Mudsdale would go for. It's either going to be Earthquake or Substitute. The idea is to bring in Delmise, because we are slower than Mudsdale. I believe hitting a Substitute with Power Whip does not cause stamina to boost its defense. So we are slower than it. We do not take that much damage. We can just kind of slowly hit perfectly accurate Power Whip after perfectly accurate Power Whip until it is incapable of conjuring another Substitute. Or it just doesn't click Substitute and we just, you know, OHKO it. I am correct about that, right, Hannah? I haven't done anything wrong here? Listen, if I had played my cards right, I could have afforded a Steam Deck from the crates alone. Tamaru, were you into fucking TF2 stonks? Don't tell me you were into TF2 stonks. I have to have respect for you. Oh shit, my TF stonks are up. Oh god. Sorry, Counter-Strike stonks. Though TF stonks also. No, you did say TF. Okay, with Earthquake. Swap. To Muds. Swap to Del. Spam. P Whip until KO. Because this Mudsdale just wants to boost its defense with stamina to make body press more powerful, and set up substitutes that get regened by leftovers. Like, it's a real stinky set, but I don't think it's actually, like, that bad. Could also get it with Woodhammer Torterra, but I don't want to risk that. There's like no reason to risk it. But yeah, Hannah, I am correct though, right? Hitting a substitute doesn't proc stamina. In the same way that like you can't flinch if you fake out a substitute. Baton Pass can be used to transfer the substitute to an ally. Substitute will keep its remaining HP. Until the substitute is broken, it receives damage from all attacks made by other Pokemon and shields the user from status effects and stat changes caused by other Pokemon. Sound-based moves and Pokemon with the Infiltrator ability ignore substitute. The user still takes normal damage from weather and status effects while behind its substitute. If the substitute breaks during a multi-hit attack, the user will take damage from any remaining hits. If a substitute is created while the user is trapped by a binding move, the binding effect ends immediately. Fails if the user does not have enough HP to create a substitute without feigning or already has one. I'm gonna ask Dex Cord real quick. Hey, stamina doesn't proc when you slap a substitute. Yeah. Defense is raised by once after it is damaged by a move. life loss, I think, is different from taking damage from a move. Okay, so this could actually matter. I might just need to find a thing that can beat it with special attacks or like has a sound-based move. Okay, Garchomp's on the field. Is going to want to go for Substitute or Earthquake. Okay, I think we can actually probably beat it with Mega Altaria and Perish Song. Because if Garchomp's on the field... Oh, wait, but Substitute probably makes it immune to Perish, wouldn't it? No, because Perish is a sound-based move. Yep, bypasses Substitute. Now, checking the decks, it probably doesn't boost defense if you Tombstone Pile Drive the sub. Okay. Allowed to clause if it ends up doing... Hold on, if I send this line and it does... Okay. Because actually, the really nice thing is... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's trying to go for SmackDown. Okay, that's actually a really interesting question. If I have Altaria on the field, and I use... Hold on. Hold on. Probably clear with Perish Song instead. TBH. Because what I'm thinking is we are faster than Mudsdale. Or rather, so if I click Roost and it clicks Smackdown, when the turn ends, do I get my flying type back? Like... Hold on, this move can hit a target using Bounce, Flyer, Skydrop, or if it's under the effects of Skydrop. If this move hits a target under the effect of those, the effect ends. If the target is a flying type that has not used Roost this turn, or a Pokemon with Levitate ability, it loses its immunity to ground type attacks or the Arena Trap ability as long as it remains active. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Because yeah, we can literally just like... Okay, well we wouldn't be able to perfectly actually. Because it's like we could bring in Altaria on Earthquake, dodge the Earthquake, click Perish Song. But Mega Evolve when we click Perish Song, so we take less damage from Substitute because we aren't a flying type anymore. We then bait Earthquake, which is a swap to Corviknight. We then bait Body Press, which is a swap to Altaria. Like, I think we could probably dance around this guy. Because, like, yeah, if it goes for Body Press, we swap to Alt, and then it goes for Earthquake again, and we swap to Corv. Yeah, I won't lie, it'd just not let it sub. Can always check after the fight to see if Stamina would have proc, because, like, Breeder Miles, right? Yeah, so... Oop. It's going to be a no for stuff like that as far as I know, though. If you thought about it and went to a line without knowing for sure, that's a risk you took. I know, I posted in chat asking is like a joke. Because specifically, Faulty was the one responding to my messages asking about stamina. Yeah, no. Again, I think we can just do it with Perish Song, because Perish bypasses Substitute. So we can just kind of click moves at it. And hell, even if it, like... I actually don't even think we need to Mega, because, like, okay, we get hit by crit smackdown, we lose our flying type. We bait Earthquake always. So then we just swap to Corviknight. And then we just swap back to Altaria. And then we start roosting. Like, crit smackdown, yeah, 62%. Because we lose our flying type, so smackdown will be disincentivized. Yeah, 20%. And that plus crit one of these. Yeah, we always live those. I do love seeing Perish Song strats. I was gonna say, I think this is fine. I'm contemplating if I want to do the Mega Altaria line. I think the Mega Altaria line is really funny. And truly, isn't that the most important thing? Yeah, I think I'd go for that. Well, it means that I can't use Roost, but we won't need to. 3 crit smackdowns does not a Mega Altaria kill. Okay, so... Boop. Swap to Alta. Use P-Song. Mega Evolve. Use P-Song. P-Song 3 out of 3. Swap to Corv. P-Song 2 out of 3. Swap to Alta. P-Song 1 out of 3. Swap to Corv. P-Song 0 out of 3. But also, you can always check after the fight to see if stamina would have procced, because this is like, okay, yeah. So, genuinely, what I might do is, after we do this fight, reset and do the version of it with, like, yeah, bring a guy to punch the substitute for, like, the knowledge check. Just to know for future ref. Yeah, okay, so now let's do a little bit of optional math, because I want to see if we can safely get Beware low enough to show Oranguru the coin flip of Psychic or Aura Sphere. Because that would be really nice. So what we need is 112 plus a single low roll double edge plus 53 is 165. Now, what happens if we take instead 2 crit double edges? 94 and 94. So we definitely can't live that. Because yeah, that's too much. But what we could do is set our HP to be, say, like, whatever 94 plus 95 is. So we always live crit double edge into crit double edge. That's 189. And then assuming we only take the single low roll, minus 53 is 136. It's still too high to bait Aura Sphere. But realistically, we are most likely getting hit by 2 double edges. I think I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. 1 second. Okay. Soon, make a Pidgeot, you will have your chance. So, yeah, may as well just get this fight done now, right? And just confirming once more, because Beware is swapping into Furret, probably taking a double edge. Also, the other thing is that Roserade does show Furret a slow one-hit KO with Leaf Storm. Very important to stop it from Swords Dancing. The last thing we need is this thing boosting up and then baton passing. So, yeah. Dedge plus Dedge. 94. So, 189 minus 94. Twice is 1. Cool. Okay. I think we just don't give Beware anything. And yeah, switch in order should never get fucked up because we're always faster than Mudsdale. So even after our stats dropped from using superpower, and Oranguru is first in line anyways. So, get that, get that. 2, 1. I think I'll play it a little safer, just to be certain. So instead of 189, I'll set it to like 190 HP. That'll do it. Alright. That's enough extracurriculars. Technically, this is an optional fight. You do not need to beat this trainer. You just need to beat them in order to access the Safari Zone. And I do want to access the Safari Zone. So I want to beat this trainer. 1 second. Checking some things. And needing to unmute the thing. Open volume mixer. There we go. Okay. Hannah, this line seemed pretty alright to you? Nothing too kooky or untoward? Hi Rose, welcome to Stream, hun. So, step 1, Greninja. Seeing that empty slot in the box. Oof. Yeah. Get Roserade. Get Beware. Get Corviknight. Get Garchomp. And lastly, get Altaria. Gotta move the baby back. Also, I do need to confirm. I think we used Rock and Togedemaru. Okay, level 60. Level 69. Okay, good. Just making sure they are the proper levels in the calculator. Because that would be a really embarrassing fuck up. Okay. So, soul, item, give. It's in here somewhere. Mystic Water. Rose needs the Miracle Seed. Did I overshoot it? I did. Yeah, special defense, -1. Oop, not you. Special defense, -1. There we go. That's the right monkey. Ulara doesn't need anything. We give Willow an Oranberry. I believe it doesn't ever proc because Brave Bird recoil has the same bug that Flare Blitz does. I was asking about it in the Dexcord yesterday, but it should be fine. I'm honestly tempted to give it a Citrus just to make sure that we don't run into any situations with swapping back and forth on Mudsdale. But it never clicks Earthquake into Corviknight, so that's always a safe swap back to Altaria. Don't overcomplicate it, April. I need to take a fucking sedative before these streams. I swear my heart is in my chest. Wait, it's always there in my throat. Oh no. My heart is the place I expected it to be. Not that. Scripting. Free damage. Slot 3 to 190. I do believe any roll of 2 hits of Double Edge will put us into potential Aura Sphere range, which is nice. Good. Okay. I can already feel my body having the physiological reaction it has whenever we boot up Run and Bun. Yippee. Mint Mod, can you hear me right now? Oh, coffee time, Honey Bun. She did send me a message earlier. Well, if she can hear me, yes, coffee time if you're not currently busy. I would very much appreciate that. Also, damn, thank you for 30 streams, Rose. I am genuinely wondering what the last stream you missed was, because it's been a fucking minute. It's cool. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. Like, I'm so fucking shaken after our flub. And of course, Defiant only procs off its own stat drops, but even then it doesn't matter because we're not swapping into a thing that drops its stats. We don't care about Inner Focus. We're not trying to intimidate or flinch it. We obviously just figured out how to play around stamina. Keen Eye doesn't matter. We're not trying to make you miss. Unnerve doesn't change anything because Greninja is not holding a berry. We are at high enough HP. We are not accidentally calcing with Torrent. Solar Beam, Hyper Voice, Fire Blast, Scorching Sands, none of its attacks are priority. Chat, can you tell I'm traumatized? Oof. Okay. So I am saving the game just in case I accidentally bump into someone I wasn't planning to. Because Breeder Miles is optional, so I need to make sure that I take the correct path, but I believe he's just right up there. So I just got past you. Okay. Also, there's a TM. There's a TM for it, so that's nice. Okay. Secret bases. Secret bases indeed tomorrow. Okay. Mystic Water. Miracle Seed. No held item. Pre-damage to 190. Oranberry. 227 HP. Soft Sand, full HP, Altaria Knight, Lamau, XD even, with Perish Song. Man, I think the secret bases we had would have worked even better in the 3DS era. I mean, did you not play Oraz? Alright, it's fine, April. You know how this fight's going. You did the math. Be confident. Okay. A nerf. That's fine. Interesting. The Pyroar and the Calc is male. I don't know if that affects anything. Because I know that Pyroar has gender differences, but I think it's just aesthetic. I don't think it changes their stats. Cool. Alright. Next in is the only thing that sees that it can kill me and I can't kill it. Passimian. Good. Passimian only sees a kill with close combat. We are going to swap to Roserade, who bulks that as a poison type. Let the cold, hard certainty of math calm you. I know how this fight goes. Okay. This means that we're probably getting double edge, 2 double edge furts. That's good. After the stat drops, we do not need to click Leaf Storm. We just outspeed and one-hit KO with Magical Leaf. Yes, 102. By not dropping our stats, also we confirm, yeah, Furret sees a 108 on Double Edge. So it wants to come in and kill us with that. Good. No matter what, Ulara always lives 2 crit max roll double edges. Double edge 1. No crit. And I believe this next one will put us exactly where we want to be to potentially bait Aura Sphere off Oranguru. Okay. Oranguru, how much does Aura Sphere do to Beware? 112, so it's a coin flip. This is good. And even then, there are so many things that need to go wrong here. So, if Oranguru clicks Aura Sphere, we are fine. Psychic is only scary if it crits and high rolls and drops our special defense. We are going to swap to Willow. Okay. Crit. Wait, hold on, wait. 227 minus 174. 53. Okay, that was minimum roll, crit psychic. I think we're fine. What the fuck? Okay. Our special defense is now at -1. That was hilarious. Oh my fucking god. Jesus. Okay. We only die if it crit high roll Shadow Ball and we crit our own Brave Bird. That is the only way we die here. And even then we don't wipe, we just lose Willow. Don't crit. Okay, we're fine. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I think this is good. Our HP range means we're not showing it Psychic into Garchomp. Not that that matters, but RMB just showing you that anything is possible in the scariest way. That was, you gotta understand, that was a coin flip, that was a 1 in 16, that was a 1 in 10. I think that was the single most improbable thing that has happened to us this entire run. That's really funny. It's okay though. It is absolutely fine. Our HP is high enough so that we only show kills to Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball, which do the least damage to Garchomp. So we are going to swap Willow to Varley to secure KO. Okay. We outspeed, we do 58% with Earthquake. That was so fucked up. That was so fucked up. I needed that. That was genuinely the comedy that I needed to break the tension in the pit of my soul. All right. In comes Mudsdale. Mudsdale probably wants to set up Substitute. It could also click Earthquake. We'd prefer it click Earthquake, but it really doesn't matter because Parasong bypasses Substitute. So we swap to Sterling. Okay. All right. Sterling is in against it. Is it... Oh, God, is it start? Okay, this is the Mega Evolution button. So, it is currently looking at Altaria. It really wants to click Smackdown. We are going to Mega Evolve to make Smackdown do a lot less damage. Also, notably, Substitute did not proc Stamina. Okay. We were always ground bound, so now it just wants to click Earthquake. That does about 50% to us. So we are going to swap to Willow, who takes no damage from Earthquake. Doesn't affect Willow. Against Willow, it wants to click Body Press, which is, like, yeah, 11 to 13% to Sterling, so we swap back to Sterling. Huh, I guess I could go for Smackdown. Thankfully, getting hit by Smackdown does not change the math here. That's really interesting, though. Yeah, Smackdown... I wonder if the game, like, understands that by clicking Smackdown, it makes Corviknight vulnerable to Earthquake, which does way more damage. Either way. We were already groundbound. It wants to click Earthquake. We swap to Willow. And that's the ball game. It understands that, yes, it's not boosted, so it's just a flat +6 if you're not grounded. Interesting. Well, I'm really glad I learned that in like, a safe environment. God. Critical hit. Critical hit, special defense drop, psychic. What the fuck? That was so fucked up. Oh my god. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, a move that functions only for ghosts. I hope that's not true. Please tell me I'm allowed to use Curse to boost my own stats. Did they change Curse in this? You're not allowed to use it on non-ghost types? That's fucked. That's fucked. Evil ass game. Swear to God. Oh well. Yeah, I wonder who does even let you teach this to? Oh, it's only teachable by TM, and it's only to ghost types. Zoroark, Typhlosion, Trevenant, Spiritomb, Shuppet, Pumpkaboo. Like, you can do some funny stuff with it, maybe. That's so mean. Fuck it, whatever. This is like an E4 tech sort of move, as far as I understand. That makes sense. Alright, Willow. Fly us back to Fortree. I said I was gonna reload my save. Hold on. So I could test the thing. But I kinda don't wanna. Oh, I just realized the Moxie that posts in Dexcord is like the Moxie. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, just gonna @ faulty. @ faulty. Fight. Cleared. With Parish. Permission to reload. Save. To test. Stamina. Substitute. Oh yeah, 100%. Cool. All right. runandbun.gba. I saved after the fight. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. Oops. Any chances this far into a run? LOL. Well, you get the opportunity to pick up Curse again. At least shut the fuck up, Hannah. Hannah, you get fucking enjoy your 30-minute ban. Hold on. Never mind. I'm dumb as fuck and saved post fight without realizing. What's an appropriate? There we go. There's a peepo. So I beat a fight and I reloaded my save to test to see how a certain mechanic worked. But I realized that I accidentally saved after the fight. So Hannah was like, well, at least you get the satisfaction of picking up the Curse TM again, a move that you can only use on ghost types in this, so you don't actually get stat boosts. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Hannah, you're going to the timeout zone. Enjoy your 10-minute ban. Okay, anyways. How do I untime out Hannah? Hold on. Also, hi, Gleamingly. Welcome to stream. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you're new here, tell me how you found us. Be kind to Hannah. I adore my Hannah. I don't actually know how to untime out. Hold on. Can I, like... There's unblock. Oh, untimeout. And underscore Vaughn underscore Varley. There we go. Welcome back. I think you can still watch. Alright, let's do our next fight. The cold certainty of math. That's all that matters, baby. Alright. Mute that. Unpause this. I got a text. Ah. 1 second. Okay. So, let's see. Gonna open up the run and bun spreadsheet just to make sure I know who I'm going up against next. Titan lines a split. Upon the Vivians. Okay, so next up should be Cool Trainer Gustavo, who has another team of 5 guys, comma, burgers and fries. Toxic Grass Knot, Thunderbolt Flamethrower. Doesn't seem too awful. I was jailed unceremoniously and without recourse in an act of the highest injustice, but it was very funny, so that's the goal, ain't it? Electros is such a pain in the ass just because you can't kill it. I just need something that, like... The problem is that anything that baits Grass Knot also baits Thunderbolt. That, like, Volt switches. Baiting Flamethrower... Or... Because, like, how much do you do with Flip Turn? 23. Suppose if we pre-poisoned, we'd be fine. Or we just find a guy who can, like... Well, you probably can't sit on it. You definitely can't. Not a chance. Nidoking, maybe? And the problem is that Gunk Shot can miss. My issue with every fast, bulky, normal type is that they love throwing Chopple Berries on. I know, right? It's... Are you currently trying to calc through one right now, or... I fucked up the coffee fixing now? What, did you make, like, the bad coffee? The bad coffee, which is evil? I could use Ledian to lock it into Grass Knot. Could be funny. It's like, yeah, set it to Grass Knot, U-turn, does 11.3. Is that without Silver Powder? Oh wait, you don't have Defog anymore, you have Rock Smash. Okay. Honestly, I could probably just beat it with Rock Smash. Like, have it use Grass Knot, and then just lock it into Grass Knot and keep clicking Rock Smash. Like, I'd win the War of Attrition eventually. Oh, this is a really funny line. I just need to start with a guy who always baits Grass Knot. who's like pre-status to never bait toxic. Even gives me the opportunity to bring in whoever I want, theoretically, to come and get the KO on it. I'm going to be making cookies soon. I saw a recipe on Tumblr from user PuppyGirlLika and realized I already had all the ingredients. Aw, lovely. I think I've seen that account around. Well, enjoy making your cookies, hun. Okay. Is this line stupid? I think it's kind of stupid, but I think it's really funny. So we've just got to find like a ground type. Well, not a ground type. We need... Wait a second. Okay. We can definitely use a pre-damage size, but I would like to ideally make it a Pokemon I can use later in the fight. Like, theoretically a pre-status Flygon. Or honestly, I could just give Ledian... Oh wait, no, because I need to make sure they're not clicking toxic. I could do a pre-statused Altaria. Oh, but that won't bait Grass Knot. That'll just bait Thunderbolt. It was a funny idea. Because, like, Altaria has natural cure, so if I pre-status it and then I swap... Dragon Pulse. And like, how many turns of Grass Knot would it need to kill us? Like, several dozen? Without crits, it would take at least 20. But yeah, no, like, I could even kill it with U-turn to free swap to something. Probably make it Lixie. I guess the question is, what would I use Lixie for later, though? I mean, I might not necessarily even need to do that. So, how much PP does Grass Knot have? $20. Yeah. We would die by the time Grass Knot killed us. Yeah. Flamethrower, Toxic, Grass Knot. We throw in a pre-poisoned Flygon. Swap to Ledian. Encore, Rock Smash, Rock Smash, Encore, Rock Smash, Rock Smash. I think 10 Rock Smashes would probably kill it, right? By the time its defense is at -6, we're doing 20%? Yeah. I can pretty safely guess when I'm probably good to get it with U-turn. And then, like, what would I want in next? If we swapped to Lixie, we would bait Ice Punch. Damn, you're bulky. I don't think Life Orb Brave Bird kills here. It does not. Drain Punch, Mach Punch. Oh, Mach Punch. Priority move. Damn it. Never doubt Ledian when the opponent's at -6 defense. Hold on. Yeah. Well, hold on, actually. I think Flygon probably baits in... It baits on Hydreigon on Dragon Pulse. Who then probably... Yeah, like... Technically, we could get flinched into Oblivion with Dark Pulse, but, like, Granbull could actually super fucking ruin this thing. We don't get a safe swap to Altaria because we're a Dragon type before we evolve. Unless we, like... open with Altaria into Electros, because, like... Well, we're still not faster than it, and that's the problem. Man, I'd love a guy with inner focus. Oh, that is true, though. Yeah, actually, if I can get Altaria in baiting Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse crit never puts us in range. Yeah, it just always goes for Dragon Pulse. Which is really funny. Or could I instead U-turn into something that just baits Dark Pulse off the rip? So it needs to be faster than 112, faster than 119, and die to Dark Pulse. Basculegion doesn't die to it, but... We also need to make sure that it doesn't nasty, which is always an issue. I suppose the nice thing about Mega Altaria 2 is that theoretically we can just kind of roost on it. No, oh yeah, it would be fine on swap to Altaria. You're super right. Yeah, because, getting nasty. +2. Yeah, it still never shows a kill to Dark Pulse as long as we're at full health. Genuinely wondering if we give Ledian the Life Orb just to make sure we, like, once we know we've got Electros into position, we can, like, get it with the Orbital Strike. No, but Life Orb, that would tick off every Rock Smash. That would be dangerous. Yeah, never mind. Silver Powder it is. I do think we do use Silver Powder, though, which is really funny. I mean, like, funny enough, the nice thing about Ledian is that it also baits specifically Hydreigon, probably going for Dark Pulse, like, pretty much every scenario. Ledian Life Orb is maybe the wildest tech I've ever heard. I love it. No, it's... We would death by 1,000 guts. Because what I want to do is I want to get U-turn's power as high as possible. So that way, when we're going for the kill on Electros, we can, like, use it from a safe position where we know we aren't going to accidentally, like, KO with a crit Rock Smash. I will say we do also have the option to set up Tailwind if we feel like it. Which is so fucking dumb. I love Run and Bun, man. This game's awesome. But yeah, like, -6 defense... U-turn does at least 50%, so... And Rock Smash only does 20, so as soon as we get it into yellow and, like, low enough, we'll know when to do it. And worst case scenario, we switch into what? Flygon? Oh, Grass Knot still does a lot, actually. That could potentially make Hydreigon a range after 2 turns of poison. Okay. Yeah, you're super duper right about Altaria. God, I really want to boost this thing's defenses. Not gonna, though. But yeah, no, I'm thinking, like, against Hydreigon, we can literally, like... We don't even need to necessarily get it on the Mega Turn. If we wanted to, we could probably just roost through. Like, a Dark Pulse that does that little HP is pretty safe to try to dodge flinch for. Because, like, how much do we take on the switch in? 39? Yeah. And the nice thing is the minimum damage on Dark Pulse swapping in always puts us within range of Dragon Pulse. So cool. Okay. It's like, can Granbull fight anyone else? Not Scrafty, which is a shame. Oh, it's a shame Altaria is so slow, because it also kind of beats Scrafty's ass. Yeah, no. I think we can probably beat it with, like, effective use of steel types. Hydreigon always sees Dragon Pulse kill on Flygon after 2 turns of Poison Chip. Or even Burn Chip, potentially. We could do Burn. Or I suppose if we do Toxic, actually... It'll take the Toxic Chip the turn it gets U-turned in by Ledian. Because do I use my 1 fairy type? Or do I use something that could have more value later? But against what? Corviknight's pretty good here. Eldegoss, how do you do? Unfortunately, you bait more Dragon Pulse, but... Ice Punch does so much damage. Could be our time to finally use pre-burn facade, because holy shit, that does so much damage. That's insane. That's crazy. Like, it would always bait in Scrafty on P-Jab. Actually, it wouldn't necessarily. But it wouldn't... Yeah, it would be, because it wouldn't Dragon Dance, because it sees we Oko it, like, 1,000 million times over. But it would do that with, Moonblast anyways. Close combat, crunch, poison. Oh, it doesn't have a priority move. Okay, yeah, so I can literally just, like, swap in Lucario on P-Jab. Kill with close combat. Annoying that Lucario baits. Because, like... Okay, assuming Lucario comes in on you, takes literally 0 damage, and then kills but drops its defenses, I have to imagine it's just going to be Conkeldurr, right? Yeah, and it's Conkeldurr on a fighting type move, which is extra nice. However, it has counter. New coffee mug!
What did you Christmas gift from my cousin?
Like, it would be... Pretty sure it's... I'm actually not sure if it'd be Mach Punch. It'd probably be Drain Punch, because Mach Punch doesn't see kill in most scenarios. Slowbro, how well do you fight this guy? Incredibly. Assault Vest, Iron Fist, yeah. It's never going for Ice Punch, which is good. Slowbro can just kind of come in and click Psychic. And Slowbro, out of curiosity, how well do you take a Dragon Pulse? Less good than I thought you would. That's really unfortunate. So what'd you do wrong to the coffee?
I thought I had put new grounds in, but I didn't.
So you
So
rebrewed?
it was old pike grounds.
Oh my god.
And I pressed my coffee, took a sip, and was like, oh.
I assume you could tell. Oh, was it not visible just in how it
was
looked?
Wrong. It was so clear and watery, and I didn't really realize. I'm like, I didn't put that much creamer. Why is it so bright? Take a sip. Oh, bad. Not good.
Okay, because what happens if we beat you with Slowbro? In comes Jellicent, Hex, Strength Sap, Toxic. Who beats? Oh shit! Thank you very much for your Prime sub, wife. For my hands. Thank you for hands. Cursed body, leftovers. Go. See, it's like we can do this if we had like one more team slot. Or we, instead of using Altaria, risk something like whatchamacallit. Yeah. Okay. I was just confirming Mega Altaria outspeeds you and outspeeds you. So it would always be Scrafty. Depending on if we take a crit Dark Pulse. We actually never take enough damage to bait anything other than Poison Jab when swapping to Lucario. Though, would it actually even be Scrafty? Now that I think about it, because we would potentially show to kill with Moonblast, we would actually need to, like, potentially sit on Hydreigon until it knocks our HP low enough. Because, like, obviously we wouldn't want to swap Lucario in on a CC. And if Conkeldurr comes in, we against Altaria. It could go for Ice Punch, which would be very scary into Slowbro. It's like Dark Pulse into Standard. Altaria does 33%. It's not too great. But I don't have a way to make Moonblast not show a kill to Scrafty, and we need to be Mega'd in order to bait Poison Jab. And also, we still need to show it a kill to stop it from Dragon Dancing. And we're still running into the issue of who to get in. God, Hurricane comes so close to killing this thing. But like, yeah, Pidgeot dies to crit CC. Has to be high roll crit CC, but still. And obviously we can't risk letting this thing get off a Dragon Dance and like Moxie boost itself. That would be real bad. Like, yeah, we can't click. Okay. This is a little annoying. Like, because it's still faster than us, so Dark Pulse can flinch us, which makes this inconsistent. And like, we'll definitely have lost enough HP so that way Moonblast won't stop Conkeldurr from coming in. It'll see that it does more of our max HP to us than we do to it. Glad we learned that the hard way. Like, if we did burned Guts Facade, then we show kill to Conkeldurr. We probably don't show a kill to Jellicent, so it would probably be Jellicent. Like, Facade, burned. Come real fucking close, though. But yeah, at that point we would show fast kill to Conkeldurr, slow kill to Scrafty. So I think it would always bait in Scrafty. Because let's see. AI Pokemon is slower than the players, but is not O-code. Not true. AI Pokemon is faster than the players and deals more damage than it takes. Untrue. AI Pokemon is slower than the players and deals more damage than it takes. Untrue. Altaria's HP would need to be really low to show Jellicent something with Hex. I suppose it's possible. Oh no, we're faster than Jellicent. Oh yeah, so it's slower than the players that deals more damage than it takes. And the thing is, with Altaria against Hydreigon, like I said, we can theoretically roost up against it. Because like we can guaranteed roost turn 1. We can look at our HP and see where we're at and like do the calculations in real time, and if we need to roost turn 1, we can. AI is faster than the players. Okay. So it would never be Conkeldurr. It would sooner go for a guy that is faster than us than a guy who is slower than us, and we outdamage. Because, like, there's no way to guarantee that our HP is low enough to bait Scraftian. Because the only way we can stall against Hydreigon is clicking Perish Song and Roost. Okay, and what happens if I kill Hydreigon with Granbull? Kind of the same issue with Scrafty, where it might see a kill, but it also might not. Like, I think it's 23%, 76. We need to, like, pre-damage slightly. So that way it would see a fast kill with Poison Jab. Oh, Hydreigon, why are you so difficult? The alternative could be Ledian setting up Tailwind before KOing Electros. So that way we just always bait in a specific kind of guy. Funny that Slowbro would make it click Ice Punch. Although in Tailwind, I suppose actually we kind of are in the same situation where Flygon doesn't show a kill to Hydreigon. I mean, we could give it Dragon Fang, obviously. And it wouldn't matter if we're pre-burned. So that'd stop you from coming in. This combat. Because nothing would outspeed us. So it would always be Conkeldurr going for Ice Punch. Definitely no point in clicking Future Sight into this thing, because half the guys in the back don't take any damage from it. Most damage Conkeldurr can do to us is like 30%. Because I'm wondering if I can get into a situation where I can consistently bait in Dark Pulse Hydreigon. Because I need to get my HP over a certain threshold to not bait Jellicent doing Hex. Like, we're slower than Conkeldurr, and that's the problem, because we get non-crit into crit. Hell, even actually just taking 2 high-roll Drain Punches puts us in the Hex zone. Unless we did something like pre-burn, so that way we're always baiting Hex on Jellicent. Yeah, at that point, definitely don't need to worry about that. Because we can definitely beat Conkeldurr in the War of Attrition, as long as we make sure that we have, like, an Asper Berry. Or no, if we're pre-burned, we don't even need to worry about Ice Punch freezing us. And then we just, yeah, Psychic, slack off, Psychic, slack off. There's basically no world where we're in range of Scald, but not Hex. And Hex always sees a KO from full HP. Which is pretty cool. And if it goes for Hex into literally, like, anything, like, all I have to do is raw swap into Roserade, kill it with Leaf Storm. Special attack goes to -2. At that point, we outspeed Scrafty. We don't outspeed Hydreigon. They both outdamage us, so I think it would just be Hydreigon coming in on... Could be either move. Or we could just find a different guy to kill Jellicent, potentially. We have quite a few people who are pretty good at that. Hex does too much to you. You would live, Hex. And we don't have the spell tag, so we need to use Life Orb. Which isn't awful, but it's not great. But Life Orb... Oh wait, no, we're already holding the black belt, so we probably don't do enough to scare off Scrafty. But it doesn't matter, because Dark Pulse does more damage than Crunch anyways. But depending on how much damage we take from Hex, 74.3, we could absolutely show Hydreigon D-Pulse. Okay, what about... Swapping to Sawsbuck, spamming Hornleech is really funny. Like, yeah, oh, but it's got Cursed Body, so we need to make sure that the move we're using to kill is an Oko. Which could also be Woodhammer. But no, it couldn't. Well, kind of could. Like, of our normal types, Beware literally can't hurt it. Also, the problem is that Jellicent is only hitting Sawsbuck with Scald. Cursed Body's like a 30% chance to proc. If this Pokemon is hit by an attack, there is a 30% chance that that move gets disabled unless one of the attacker's moves is already disabled. Okay. The problem I'm running into here is one of team slots, where I need either someone who baits in Scrafty, even then actually no, because well, we have a couple Scrafty answers, but I think Lucario is the best one. Yeah, because Lucario just comes in on a poison jab, outspeeds, kills with CC. Because, like, yeah, if Roserade gets the KO, it baits in Hydreigon next. So, assuming we used you, we couldn't risk something like a swap back to Slowbro in case it does click Dark Pulse. Or Ledian. Or Flygon. But Altaria isn't fast enough to take out both Hydreigon and Scrafty. Because it never gets out of the fight with Hydreigon at full HP. Unless we, like, Perish Song spam Roost, but... 62%. 39%. I'm wondering if I could bring Roserade back in against Scrafty. Togedemaru could get crit killed by Dark Pulse, which would be bad. And it doesn't necessarily always bait CC, depending on how much damage it takes. So one option here is to trust in Granbull and just believe that Granbull won't get flinched to hell and back, which isn't too difficult of a proposition, but it's enough of one to make me uncomfortable. There's potentially a version where we use Lucario to beat Hydreigon, which is funny. Because actually, yeah, Lucario could chain kill into Scrafty. Be really funny. Because truly, we just need something that can beat Hydreigon and get the fast kill. Let's look back at who can fight Jellicent. Scald, Hex, Strength Sap. We'd prefer a special attacker. Unfortunately, our Electrode is really weak. Kecleon can be kind of funny with, like, knockoff Sucker Punch. Been working on a 3D pirate ship puzzle for a couple days. Ooh, how's that going, Rose? Okay, hold on, because Torterra. It's just not good enough. Like, definitely can't use Flygon because we'll be pre-burned. Sharpedo actually does quite a bit. So does Greninja. Night Slash into Dark Pulse kills. We outspeed everything. We show a kill to either Close Combat or Poison Jab. Also, we have to remember that it has Strength Sap, which could cause issues if we aren't using a thing that can OHKO. Life Orb won't push Magical Leaf over the line. Highest range is 76. Yeah, that overlaps with most Dragon Pulse rolls. And even if we, like, swapped into Altaria on a D-Pulse, but we don't get crit killed, it then becomes a coin flip for if it's that or Dark Pulse, which is a whole can of worms. I could also see about using someone other than Flygon during Electros. Like, Seismitoad, how do you do? Not great. I need something that either resists, that is either immune to Dragon. Like... yeah, you resist both things. Because, like, Groundwater is great typing for this. Pre-burned Garchomp. Wait, pre-burned Garchomp? Or even like pre-toxic? Because like... yeah, as long as we pre-burn, so that way we don't show it like a kill with Dragon, or... oh wait, but that just always baits Dragon Pulse. Hold on. That's the opposite of what we want. Shit. Also notably, would still bait in Conkeldurr, actually. On Ice Punch, which is funny. Because, like, we can't use Altaria, because it just baits Thunderbolt. I could also just find literally any other guy who beats Electros. This isn't how I need to do this. Because what resists Dragon? It's like, it's Steel. That's obviously Fairy, because Fairy's immune. Hold on. I can just look at a fucking type chart. Attacker, defender. Attacker is only resisted by Steel. Okay. Is fighting not resisted by... or is dark not resisted by fighting? It is. Oh, we resist both. That's why. That's the problem. So I need something that is just a Steel type. Which could be Excadrill. But the problem is that any Steel type baits Electros wrong. I mean... yeah, no, that doesn't work. Like, Scrafty does too much damage to Slowbro. Can theoretically be beaten by Garchomp. CC into Garchomp. Defense -1. Doesn't quite bait what I want. Because, like, yeah, defense -1. Well, hold on, actually. pretty sure it doesn't do it. I need to do like another 10%. 86. That's not enough. You know, this fight's a pain in the ass, but I honestly am not that bothered by it. It's kind of relaxing. Getting to figure this shit out. I don't have anything with like a funny hidden power type, do I? Hell, Roserade? If we gave you HP Ice. Yeah, you wouldn't show enough damage to stop Hydreigon from coming in. I mean, theoretically you would, but you showed too much damage to Scrafty, and that would require us to not Leaf Storm into Jellicent, which is required in order to get the kill. Kecleon does take no damage on hacks. But it could go for Toxic, which means we can't pre-status for a safe switch. Because I'm just thinking about like Sucker Punch knockoff. Although I suppose what? Kecleon comes in, has a Rostberry in case of Scald. But if we're a Dark type, all that does is show Hydreigon that it only gets us with Dark Pulse. Ugh. And it shows Scrafty that it can probably bomb us with CC. In terms of steel types, I have Lucario, I have Excadrill, I have Corviknight, and Corviknight baits Dark Pulse. Corviknight's slower than Scrafty though, which is a problem. Like, if we could get Corv in on a CC, or even have it click CC into it. The problem is, though, if we get it in on a CC, and then it CCs again, like, we'd want to get in on a Poison Jab. That being said, though, if we get hit by Dark Pulse, could maybe be a bit much. Citrus makes sure that we always have at least more than half our max HP. Because the situation I'm looking at here is, yeah, if we swap into a Poison Jab, it's not guaranteed it goes for close combat. It could just as easily go for Dragon Dance. And if it goes for Dragon Dance, then that means we aren't hitting into a dropped defense, because there's theoretically like a, oh yeah, its defense gets dropped, and then we come in for the fucking thingamajig. Grass, Dragon. It's a shame that we don't have anything with a Fairy Terra. We could also just do pre-burn Altaria strats. But no, because that still won't potentially show kill. Too Jellicent. Like... Jellicent. Like, what am I looking for here? Not that. I want Facade. I want to be burned. And yeah, like maxing my attack won't make that clear that range. Like, I almost wish I could be weaker into Jellicent, you know? Or there is the version where we swap in on Dark Pulse, we click Perish Song, and then... problem is that we have to get lucky with a Roost. I think we're overcomplicating this with Altaria. I think we just need to do the original version of this line where Granbull comes in on Dark Pulse. Because then what? It's always seeing... Conkeldurr is speed tied, but we'd have to take a lot of damage for it to... not... No, but we show kill with Play Rough. Bah! Bah, bah, bah! Like... how many Dark Pulses would we need to live? Like, outcome of probability, 70%. Say 2 attempts. 91% chance, 3 attempts. Nearly 100, but not 100. Annoying ass math. I could also walk this all back for like to the start and try to do it different. Let's say we pivot to Slowbro. Let's say we aren't pre-burned. That does always bait Dark Pulse, assuming we didn't do Tailwind strat. I think even if we did, yeah. So we wouldn't need to worry about Tailwind strat. Because yeah, we would use Garchomp to bait Grass Knot or Flygon, swap to Ledian, do the thing, and then U-turn into Slowbro. Slowbro always shows Dark Pulse to Hydreigon, which is Altaria time. Which is free in for Altaria. But then it becomes the question of do we get crit or not? 59.7. We're not baiting you. We're probably baiting you. 65. That's, God, it's so annoying that Scrafty is faster than us. It's so fucking annoying. Because, like, Tailwind, U-turn kill, swap to Altaria, Altaria kill? That doesn't change anything. I'm trying to, like, imagine a world where we can keep U-turn, or Tailwind up. Okay, do we have a guy who could... So we've looked at a line where we bait in Conkeldurr into Jellicent. What if... No, because Roserade is outsped by a dragon. CC into Talonflame. If we could get Scrafty to CC into Talonflame, that would always show kill, and Talonflame is the only thing faster than their entire team. Is there a way to bait that? We could also just not U-turn. Like, okay, what is the line where we don't even use Ledian to do, like, the Encore cheese, right? Like, that requires two guys. Maybe that's part of where this line is going wrong, is that we're just really overcomplicating it. Fuck, I wonder. Moonblast, replaced with Facade. Ooh, you are actually a lot more physically bulky. So, yeah, that wouldn't kill you. I believe a Turtonator with Charcoal. So 156 minus, or sorry, plus 78 is 234. Okay, theoretically, Turtonator could 2-hit KO. And then it's basically always bait and Drain Punch. Because, like, everything's faster than it. Yeah, 26. Two lowest rolls on Thunderbolt is always 50%. So yeah, we show Conkeldurr Drain. I might have really overcomplicated this. I might have just not needed to do the thing I was trying to do to start this line. Because, yeah, we bait in Conkeldurr. We swap to pre-burned Slowbro to do the thing to bait in Jellicent. Because we want to make sure that we're baiting in Jellicent. So bring in pre-burned Slowbro. Kill Conkeldurr. In comes Jellicent. Swap to Roserade. Get the KO. Bait and Hydreigon. It goes for random move. We use Excadrill as a middleman into Altaria. So Excadrill always baits DP or Nasty Plot. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And then, yeah, because if it goes for Dark Pulse, we're fine. If it goes for Nasty Plot, we take no damage. We only ever bait Dragon Pulse. We Mega Evolve and kill. In comes Scrafty. It's the last guy. It sees that we fast kill it with Moonblast, so it can't go for D-Dance. It'll go for Poison Jab. The most amount of damage we can take from critical hit Dark Pulse, 59, so 41%. None of Scrafty's moves here. The only thing we need to worry about is CC, which is very unlikely, and we could theoretically do some pivots to get in Lucario. Yeah, I super overcomplicated the line. Given I found out the rest of these answers as we went, but I definitely overcomplicated it. I think this is nigh perfectly consistent. Like, the worst case scenario is Roserade accidentally baits Scald off of Jellicent instead of Hex. Doesn't affect the damage on Leaf Storm. We bait in Hydreigon all the same. Because we drop our special attack. So it does more to us than we do to it, as does Scrafty, but Hydreigon is faster. Comes in on a random move. Chat, do you like my new mug, by the way? Mint Mods family made it for us as a Christmas gift. We got a matching pair. Yeah, there you go. I am embarrassed at how straightforward this became at the end. I'm so sad we don't get to do the really funny line, though. Breeder Miles, pre-burn Turt. Because if I'm correct, Hannah, we are at the point in the game where we are allowed to pre-burn guys, right? There are Basculin in previous routes that no soak that could make it so Turtonator could get burned. In the same way that we can now poison steel types. Cool. Yeah. So, pre-burn Turt. Pre-burn. What's going on with Hydreigon? So the way the line's going to work here is we're going to use Turtonator to 2-hit KO Electros with Charcoal. Overheat does it. Even after the stat drops. So it's like 70% and then -2 special attack is 35%, you know, so 105% minimum. 2 hits of Thunderbolt always does at least 50% to us, which means we are baiting in Drain Punch on Conkeldurr. Very unlikely our HP is low enough to bait something like Ice Punch, but just in case we have pre-burned Slowbro. Slowbro swaps in, it starts clicking Slack Off, it starts clicking Psychic, it will eventually beat Conkeldurr in the War of Attrition. Once it does, we want to make sure it has enough HP to, because it is burned, it is slower than and always shows a kill to Hex on Jellicent. Jellicent goes for Hex, we bring in Roserade. Roserade 1-hit KOs Jellicent with Leaf Storm. After the -2 special attack, we show that we are faster and do less damage than we deal to Scrafty, but we are slower and take more damage than we deal to Hydreigon. So Hydreigon should be coming in next. Thankfully, it actually kind of... well, does it matter? Yeah, it could matter because Scrafty could set up D-Dance. But yeah, but it shouldn't be Scrafty. So then in comes Hydreigon because it outspeeds us. It's going to go for either... ooh, wait a second. It could go for Nasty Plot this turn, couldn't it? It could go for Nasty Plot. Nearly fucked that up. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Because if it were to Nasty Plot on Excadrill, and then Nasty Plot again on Excadrill, ooh, that was almost really bad. Fuck, though. I thought we had it. Let's see. Special attack at -2. Hidden power. Ice. Life Orb. Nah, because we're slower than it anyways. We need to show it a fast 2-hit KO. We could pre-damage. Maybe. Very good catch, Hannah. Okay, so is there a way to bait in Scrafty instead? Probably not, right? Okay. We're down to these last 3 guys. because, yeah, if it does a +2 nasty plot, yeah, if it does a +2 dark pulse into Altaria, the strat doesn't work. Pre-damage Rose should be fine as a solution. So I'm pretty sure I can basically always guarantee Hex off Jellicent. Hell, like potentially even pre-status. No, I don't want to increase the variability off that. So 39 into, so 67 plus 39 is 106. Thankfully, it is very easy to use Slack Off with Slowbro enough to guarantee that Conkeldurr goes down the turn we want it to. Like, with an amount of HP we want it to. Because as long as we give Slowbro, like, yeah. Twisted Spoon. We know that we 2-hit KO with Psychic, generally. Not necessarily. Ooh, that's true, actually. Yeah, we can click Future Sight and then just spam Slack Off. Yeah, you're super right about that. Okay. Yeah. So, in that case, Dark Pulse, or Dragon Pulse, so 67 plus lowest roll Hex is 39, which is 106. Obviously, crit Hex doesn't do anything. Like, it does something, but, you know. Yeah, it does the most 69. We don't care what move we bait off of Hydreigon, and it doesn't matter if we show kill to Scrafty because it's slower than us, as long as we're always showing kill to Hydreigon. So, pre-burn Turt, pre-burn Slow, pre-damage Rose to 106 HP. Yeah. Future Bright is just so broken, so much tech with it, you're so right. Especially because we're slower than Conkeldurr. So, like, and I'm pretty sure one Psychic, yeah, never kills. And that's, oh wait, hold on, that's not with Twisted Spoon. But I'm pretty sure one Psychic never kills. Okay, it can, but if we turn one crit kill with Psychic, there's no amount of Drain Punch damage that drops us down to fucking 20%. So, we're fine. So we click Psychic, we click Future Sight, and then we just spam Slack Off. Okay. So, open, Ely. Open with Turt. 2-hit KO, so also equip Turt with Charcoal. Equip Slow with Twisted Spoon. Equip Rose with M-Seed. Equip Exca with... I don't think it matters, because I don't think coming out on a critical hit Dark Pulse baits... Yeah, it never brings us low enough to bait Dragon Pulse. So, cool. Yeah. With Oranberry. Equip Alta with Altaria Knight. Equip Luca with Black Belt. Because I do believe we need the Black Belt to get the kill here. We do. And just making sure, Showing Scrafty a slow one-hit KO stops it from clicking Dragon Dance, correct? I'm not somehow the dumbest motherfucker alive, misunderstanding how shit works. Two-hit KO with Overheat. Swap to Conk. Swap to Slow. Use Psychic. Use F Sight. Like, yeah. Just thinking about like swap in, Psychic turn. Okay, yeah. We can potentially do an off-cycle heal pulse, not heal pulse, slack off if we need to. And we will not. Because I have to keep into account burn damage, which is like 1/6. Use Future Sight. Spam. S off until KO, which is really funny to write. Swap to Jelly. Or sorry, just Gel. Swap to Rose. OHKO with L Storm. Swap to Hydra. Swap to Exca. Swap to Alta. Winter Hydrogen. How well do you get? How well does that whole interaction go with like Steelix? Probably a lot worse for me, right? Yeah. Actually take a lot from special attacks. Okay. Swap to Exca. Swap to Alta. Mega. Evo. And OHKO with M Blast. Swap to Scrap. Swap to Luca. OHKO with C Combat. Nice job. Perfect. Wow. Incredible. Nice going. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Did I get Hydrogen right? Yeah, this is just my first one. Okay. This should be fine. This should be A-okay. Send picture of the finished puzzle into neat stuff on the server. Ooh, let me take a look. Neat stuff? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. It's like a little Lego piece. Checking something. That being said, after all of that math, I need to pee. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Alas, chat, the PI pimpst. I do want to check something really quickly, with Hydreigon. I'm curious, about Delmise. No, Delmise takes way too much from Dark Pulse. So does Basculegion. I was seeing if maybe, like... I'm so worried for no reason that, like, Roserade won't actually be able to properly bait in Hydreigon. Which is silly, because of course it will. Hell, I'm pretty sure if I don't, like, take enough damage from Jellicent, I can, like, click Sludge Bomb into it for a turn to, like, take an extra hit. I'm just like, what if somehow Scrafty comes in next? It literally can't, but what if it could? Because no, Hydreigon sees kill with Dark Pulse. We've done the math. Cold certainty of math. And then there is no way that Scrafty is clicking anything but Poison Jab onto Mega Altaria. Free swap to Lucario. Hell, depending on how much HP Mega Altaria has, do you take poison damage at the end of the turn that you win a fight? Because it's like Altaria could potentially have full HP when Scrafty comes out, at which point we can just kind of click Moonblast into it. Lamau. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Cold certainty of math. Cold certainty of math. We must believe in her. I always worry I break the game when I speed through that. You don't take end of turn chip effects when you finish a fight. Okay, so that means that in theory, if Mega Altaria is at full HP when Scrafty comes in, we can actually just OHKO it with Moonblast because crit poison jab never kills, including if it poisons us. Sybil. Where's Slowbro? I think I grabbed Jane without thinking because I was looking at their Electros. I'm so sad we don't get to do the really funny Letty and Rock Smash line, but one day, so help me God, we're gonna do it. Okay. We need Roserade. We need Excadrill. Excadrill. And Talon's finally coming back to get some kills, which is nice. Just double checking something about my math real quick. Rock Smash Letty is genuinely one of the maybe better moves to have on it because it's a way to actually make some progress if something is on court. Exactly. I don't feel too awful about that. It's obviously sad to lose access to a really good utility move, but I think we open up a lot of options with that. Okay. But yeah, so I'm just confirming the Roserade HP range. So that is 39 plus the lowest range on Dragon Pulse, which is 67. Which is, yeah, 106. Okay. Tools. Scripting. Pre-burn. Slot 1. Pre-burn. Slot 2. Pre-damage. Slot 3 to 106. Pre-burn. You could also pre-freeze Excadrill for the culture? No, because... Oh, yeah, because what? pre-freezing, like if you're incapacitated, that boosts the odds of them going for a stat boosting move, isn't it? Doesn't it? It's actually not a bad point that it probably is more optimal. It'd guarantee nasty plot. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Yeah, fuck it. Let's pre-freeze our gyros. It's +3 to set up moves when incapacitated. That's so funny. Okay. Which actually means, hold on, wait a second. Wait. We theoretically wouldn't need to pre-damage Roserade. Oh wait, no, but regular Altaria probably dies to +4 Dark Pulse. Never mind. Sorry, I was thinking about the funniest possible line where we pre-freeze Excadrill so that way if it swaps in, like, and Hydreigon nasty plots, Hydreigon just nasty plots again on the swap to Altaria, but no, it would make Dark Pulse too powerful. Wait. No, it wouldn't. Wait. Like, it could click Dark Pulse. Oh, but it could flinch us at that point, and that's, yeah, that's its own can of worms. It's really funny, but no, we don't need to do it. Okay, tools. Scripting. Yeah. So we'll do pre-sleep specifically, because that's the least, or the less dangerous one in case something somehow goes wrong. So pre-sleep, slot 4. It's really funny. Our Gyros is out here napping on the job. So we need charcoal. We need Miracle Seed. Pre-sleep is marginally safer, but consider Popsicle Excadrill is very funny. Hannah, you would... I would do the funnier thing for you. I'm gonna go, this is fun, I'll be posting pics of the cookies, I'll make the server in a couple days. Please do, Rose, thanks for hanging out. Twisted Spoon on Kaylin. Our Gyros gets an Oran Berry. Sterling has the Knight, and Talon needs Black Belt. Or we could do Life Orb if we really want to style on him. But we don't need to. I nearly went and healed. Hannah, if this makes something go horribly wrong, it's your fault. Pre-freeze 4. There. Argifroze. Sorry, Argifroze. Froze Gyros. Charcoal. Twisted Spoon. Miracle Seed. Oran Berry. Altaria Knight. Black Belt. Confirming that Lucario always kills Scrafty. Yeah. Outspeeds. Scrafty has nothing that can boost. We're so fine. God, I'm still thinking about fucking critical hit, psychic critical hit special defense drop. Chat, we are fine as long as we don't get hit by psychic and it crits and it drops our Spadef. Thankfully, it didn't do the 4th Horseman of the Apocalypse, which is high roll. Hi Dot, welcome to stream. we are going off to our next fight. Which is really fucking scary. Just confirming, Turtonator into Electros. Yep, it's always that. And we always take at least 2 Thunderbolts because we are slower. I have to make sure of that. I nearly fucked up. If Turtonator crits Electros, we wouldn't be pre-damaged enough. Okay, we can fix this. We literally just need to pre-damage Turtonator a little. Looks super cute today. Thank you very much, hun. I'd like to think so. I got some shirts from my mom that she didn't want that have, like, they're cute and, like, elasticy around the elbows, and then they flare out. I love anything that does a bell-bottom effect. Puffy sleeves. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, that would have been fucking bad. Because thankfully Turtonator can't be crit, so pre-damaging is not that big of a deal. So we need to show Conkeldurr at least the highest roll of Drain Punch. So that is 91 plus... We also take at least 1 turn of burn damage. So, hold on. Okay. 173 divided by 16 is 10. Okay. So, 163. So... 76 plus... Oop. 76 plus 10 is 86. Plus the lowest roll on T-Bolt is 45. Is 131. Okay. Now just confirming, if we are at 131 and we get hit by the highest roll of Thunderbolt and 2 turns of burn. So that is 131 minus 54 is 23 minus 10 twice. Okay. Is 3. So we always live 2 turns of burn, 2 Thunderbolts at pre-damage of 131. So, hold on. Adding this to my notes. 3, burn, Turt, 2, 131 HP. Because, yeah, if we did this wrong, we would bait in Hydreigon on Dragon Pulse instead of Conkeldurr, and everything could theoretically fall apart from there. It'd be really fucking scary. So, yeah. Because we don't care what move Conkeldurr clicks, because Slowbro is pre-burned, Conkeldurr can't freeze it with Ice Punch. So yeah, we just gotta make sure we show a kill to it. And confirming one more time. 131 minus 10 from burn is 121 minus lowest roll of 45 is 76. Highest... Oh, wait. Oh, I think I can have more HP than that. Hold on, yeah, because I just need to get to 91. Okay, so 91 plus 10 is 101 plus... Sorry, I'm not even on the calculator. Because it's always T-Bolt. So, 91... Yeah, so lowest roll and drain, or highest roll and drain punch is 91. Plus 1 turn of burn damage is 10 HP, so that is 101. Plus the lowest roll of a single Thunderbolt is 45. Is 146. 46. So if we have 146 HP, Electros always goes before us, so we always take 1 hit. So hold on, 146. So 146 minus 45 minus 10. Oop. 91. Conkeldurr, Drain Punch, sees 91. Now, alternative world, 146. We lose 10 HP from burn damage for 2 turns. We take the highest rolls of 2 Thunderbolts, which is 54. 18. And we still obviously bait in the conk. Okay. This is fine. Free damage to 146. Really glad I caught that. Fucking shit, dude. I hate Run and Bun. Love this game. I hate this game. Tools. Scripting. Pre-damage. Slot 1 to 146 HP. Not HP, just 146. Okay. Drops us to 101. Yeah, we're fine. 146. Okay. This fight is perfectly consistent. We just need to play correctly. Just play smart. Okay. Cleared you. So next up is this guy. Sybil has the charcoal. Pre-damage to 146, pre-burned. Kaylin has the twisted spoon, pre-burned, full HP. Rose has the Miracle Seed, pre-damage to 106. Excadrill has been frozen because it's funnier that way. Has an Oran Berry for the shits and gigs. Altaria has the Altarianite. It knows Moonblast. Lucario has the Black Belt. Trust in the cold certainty of math. Cold certainty of math. Alright. Electros can never click Toxic because we're statist. We can never be paralyzed by Thunderbolt because we are already burned. It goes before us. We need to take at least 1 hit from Thunderbolt to properly bait Conkeldurr. We kill if we crit with Overheat, but that should be fine. We always go second. Thunderbolt. Okay, didn't even matter. Special attack dropped. 83 HP, highest roll Thunderbolt can get is 54. We kill. Youch. Burn will make us take 10 damage. Okay. In comes Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr sees a kill with any of its moves. We are going to swap to Kaylin. Best move here would be Ice Punch. Cool. Conkeldurr has Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, and Counter. It has an Assault Vest and the Iron Fist ability. Drain Punch does at most 20% without crit. We are going to click Psychic. We only kill it on a critical hit. And even then a high roll critical hit. Okay. Alright. About 50%. Now, considering the situation here, 72... I think I want to play it safe and slack off this turn, just in case. Goes for Drain Punch. Okay. Future Sight does a minimum of 75%. I think we are fine as long as we don't get hit by multiple crit drain punches. Honestly, at our current HP, actually, I think we just kill with Psychic and bait the proper move. Because, yeah, we need to be above 20% of our max HP to bait Ingelicent on the correct move. And, like, I suppose if it crit Drain Punch, I think it's fine. I think we just click Psychic here. We don't want to overcomplicate it with Future Sight. Because theoretically, it could heal itself out of Future Sight range, and I don't know if having Future Sight active affects what swaps in. So we're going to click Psychic. You've got infinite time just to make it simple for yourself. Hi, Daggerman. And I do believe the simple version here is to just kill with Psychic. And then if it crits and gets outside, like dodges kill range, that's fine. We just slack off next turn. Drain Punch. Crit mattered. Okay. Jellicent always sees minimum 100% damage with Hex. And it is, of course, faster than us. Good. In comes Jellicent. It wants to click Hex, which does at most 26% to Roserade. We're going to swap to Roserade. $63. I think, is that exactly what we needed to be put at? No, we need to be put at 67 minimum. Okay, good. We now outspeed and one-hit KO with Leaf Storm. Both Scrafty and Hydreigon see a kill on Roserade, but Hydreigon sees a fast kill, so it's going to come in next. Good. All right, I think that was the last scary point. Hydreigon wants to click at least Dragon Pulse, potentially Dark Pulse. We would prefer it click Dragon Pulse, but it truly does not matter. We are going to swap Roserade to our Excapop, our Popskadrill. Dragon Pulse, good. Because we are frozen, Hydreigon is now guaranteed to set up Nasty Plot, I believe, because it doesn't see a kill. This is fine for us. We are going to swap to Altaria. Just confirming, Dark Pulse at +2, never sees a kill, but Dragon Pulse always does from full HP. We swap to Sterling. Really funny. Okay. Fight, hover over Moonblast, click the Mega button. Mega Altaria is now immune to Dragon Pulse and one-hit KOs with Moonblast. Sterling finally gets to get kills, baby. If Hydreigon didn't have Hydreigon doesn't have ankles, but they were still broken. Okay, so I think at this point, there's kind of no reason to overcomplicate it, right? We have confirmed that poison damage doesn't affect you on the last turn of a fight. Poison Jab off of Scrafty can never kill us here. Moonblast is a guaranteed one-hit KO. I think we just click Moonblast, right? Like, also, just out of curiosity, if it didn't have the Poison Gem, it's still always Moonblast, right? Yeah, or Poison Gem. Like, I don't want to risk anything getting fucky. I think we just go for the kill. Like, I'm not crazy, right? There's nothing here. Trust in the process, April. We have confirmed that even if we got critical hit, poisoned by poison jab, we do not die. Didn't even need Lucario. That's another one on the board for Sterling. Whew. Hannah, tell me how proud you are of me for remembering to pre-damage Turtonator so that way we didn't kill Electros too fast. That was a skill we fight. I need praise. Alright, we fly back to Fortree. Very proud. Thank you. Hell, and I was even like kind of slick with realizing, oh shit, if I pre-status, then we always bait nasty plot, which makes the safest possible line, Lamau. Dude, Turtonator's so cool because sometimes it really does just solve situations by being a guy that you know never gets crit. Oh, you can keep holding your Altaria Knight. Shit, let's see who's next. Oh, a nice 4-man team. Seriously, yeah, it's just so dependable. Slack off, Stealth Rock, Sandstream, Lumberry. Stone Edge. Return. Okay. Oh, but Retaliate also. Either way, they're both normal moves. Oh, this is a sand team, I just realized. Yeah. Yeah, Newt was disappointed at first when he got his because he thought it was bad due to someone else's reaction getting it. Then he took 5 seconds looking at it. Was like, wait, holy, this guy's great, right? It's got really good resistances. It's crit immune. It also, like, for me, it very much helps that mine is modest with a 31 special attack. Or a 30 special attack, sorry. Yeah. The most min-max Turtonator of all time. Highest possible, like, okay, well, not highest possible physical attack, but, like, yeah, 30 attack, 30 special attack. Slow as balls. Okay. So... Sand Rush. Okay. Yeah, Retaliate, Return. I could, in theory, just... Damn. You go, Delmise. Play Rough can drop your attack, though, can't it? Like... 10% chance to lower their attack by 1 stage. Ooh, we could do, we could do really funny, Togedemaru memes. Where, like, we swap to Delmise on Retaliate or Return, we bait Play Rough, we swap to Toge, take Play Rough, use Fake Out, use Spiky Shield, it goes for CC, we swap to Delmise. It's kind of funny. Though at that point we probably want to use like Basket Legion, right? Something that can get it after a few rounds of the spin cycle. Because yeah, if we use Leaf Storm, Roserade's special attack, drops by 2 stages. So while Tyranitar sees a kill with Stone Edge, it sees a slow kill with Stone Edge, as opposed to Stoutland, who sees a fast kill with Return or Retaliate. This might be a fight where... Oh, it's true. Original Turtle could be good here. Into what, like D-Tar? Oof. Pursuit does do a lot to Don't Lies. Typically the Dracozolt. I assume try to swap in on anything that isn't Dragon Rush or Draco Meteor and then just kill with EQ. I suppose the nice thing is once it uses 1 Draco Meteor, all of its dragon attacks are actually kind of nerfed into the dirt. Like... Yeah, so I think Citrus Berry... Well, it wouldn't make it consistent because Earthquake. But yeah, I see what you mean. And we kind of don't care how much damage Togedemaru does with Fake Out. We actually kind of don't even need to use Fake Out realistically. Because, like, yeah, as long as we don't bait Play Rough, and even if we bait Play Rough, it's, like, so not an issue. It is a shame that our 1 priority move, normal types are immune to, so we can't get it like perfectly set up to get KO'd by Shadow Sneak. Ooh, we do have to consider, though, Basculegion slowly taking Sand Chip doing this. Thankfully, Togedemaru doesn't. So yeah, Toge would just need to come in on, like, 1 Play Rough. I suppose Lucario could come in on a Play Rough to secure KO after enough cycles of this. Because, like, it shouldn't matter how much Sandstorm Chip Basculegion takes. Or, Delmise. There's theoretically also the world where we only need to do like 2 cycles with Togedemaru. Well, if Play Rough gets the attack drop though, that'd be bad. I love the Togedemaru spin cycle, it's so funny. Jesus, Steelix. Kind of crazy at this thing. Yeah, the thing is, we would want to make sure that we kill Stoutland and bait in the right thing, right? Because, like... The nice thing about Vacuum Wave is that it's a special attack, so we only need, like, we don't care about, Play Rough stat drops. And also, Lucario doesn't take Sandstorm Chip, so... Because, yeah, Lucario outspeeds and kills T-Tar. Even with a Chople Berry, close combat fucking nukes that guy. So it would be Dracozolt. Highest roll on Play Rough is 57%. Which means we could show at Dragon Rush. We could also rely on having a Citrus Berry. So anything that would drop us into the Draco Meteor Dragon Rush range instead is just like something else. So, hold on. Torterra. Stone Edge Pursuit, Earthquake Counter. Okay. Because the thing I'm thinking about with Torterra, obviously, is like, well, I don't want to accidentally get locked into Pursuit by T-Tar or have my HP be so low that we, like, die. Because, like, I suppose once the Dragon Gem is gone, actually, we can just kind of sit on Draco's ult and spam Synthesis. We don't necessarily need the Miracle Seed. Because, like, yeah, it's likely to use D-Meteor. So as long as we come in on a move that isn't these two... But it is Sandstorm. We heal 25%, not 50%. Which is worse. Especially because Stone Edge from Tyranitar can do extra damage. I'm impressed by Altaria's damage potential here. Yeah. And in that case, I don't think Earthquake off Torterra is necessarily consistent enough. Like, I think I would prefer to beat Stoutland with something that baits in T-Tar. Just like... specifically T-Tar where it's not clicking Pursuit. Maybe no turtle moment after all. I'm sorry. I mean, again, if I can guarantee T-Tar on, like, Torterra, because if I can get Torterra in against Tyranitar, I can just sit here and spam... Oh, Giga Drain does less than I thought it would. Like, it still does something. Because, yeah, I'm looking at counter here. Counter's obviously dangerous. And there's no way to make Roserade bait in Tyranitar. Do we have other guys who can kill Hippowdon? Not really. At least not without letting it set up Stealth Rock. That's true. So, what can I kill Stoutland with? It needs to have a priority move. Or just take, like, no damage from anything. Just have its play roughs keep swinging into Eldegoss. Yeah, -1 speed. We do get some things that outspeed it. But, It isn't necessarily even that bad. I might just, like, beat Stoutland with Lucario. Because, like, what, 3 rounds of the Togedemaru spin cycle do 75%? So we don't need Black Belt. And then in comes Dracozolt. Because at that point, as long as we have Citrus, anything that puts us into the Draco range gets healed off. Gave it -1 speed. Yeah, I mean, if we swap it on Bulk Beak or Bolt Beak or Draco Meteor, because what I'm thinking is, as long as Lucario doesn't bait Dragon Rush. Oh, but that's 5 team slots. Not great. There's also maybe the version where Togedemaru just tries to 1v1 Stoutland, but I kind of don't like those odds. Playref does a little too much damage to where, like, yeah, taking too many crits could make things scary. In fact, Lucario, if you have Black Belt, or Life Orb, you probably don't do 50%. Probably come close, but not even. Ugh. The defense makes it die to Gyro Ball, which is funny, but no, they require me to live crits. Yeah, Mystic Water doesn't make that a guaranteed KO. If we have a Life Orb, we don't show Stoutland. It'd be a slow kill anyways. Could I do goofy shit with Tailwind? Bolt, Beak, Earthquake. Like, if we were able to guaranteed get Altaria into Dracozolt on Earthquake, and then, like, Mega Evo as it's going for a Draco, we could potentially get off, like, a Perish Song or something, but... I assume Bolt Beak does, yeah, way too much to Slowbro. Because it's just one of those moves that does extra damage if they go first, right? Like Fish's Rend. Power doubles if the user moves before the target. Excuse me. What if we did some cheese with priority moves? That wouldn't really do anything. Problem is dying to Earthquake. It's like, sure, I've got guys who can kill it, just not fast enough. 24. If I had a way to bake Bolt into Chomp. Because, like, if I could drop its speed... Oh, Soft Sand isn't even a chain kill here, actually. And I don't think Life Orb will be either. Yeah, 98. And we can't do Fling into Surf. Ugh! King's Rock? Yeah, 93. Could I do weird rapid spin strats? Yeah, it wouldn't make me faster. That wouldn't kill. Hmm. 73 makes Togedemaru tank Stoutland's stuff a lot better. Hurricane, and what? Still probably, yeah. Anything but EQ off Drake's ult. This one might require a little extra time in the lab. "78 fucking degrees out." I'm so sorry, Curses. That sounds awful. I could maybe try to do, like, Future Sight cheese into Drake's ult. Like... No, Crunch does too much damage. Plus it can drop stats. I need to kick Dale Cripple's ass. Did he try to, like, burn through the ozone layer or something? Did Dale Gribble try to do shit like that? I'm trying to think about... Yeah, complaining about it being warm in the middle of December. Let's get this muted, and let's put on some different Calcatoons. This could be funny. Oop. Okay. No, he just said global warming was fine. I see. Can we do something funny with flip turn? I don't think a slow kill on Earthquake out-prioritizes raw dogging us with stealth rocks. Okay. Ray beats a Paladon. Who beats Stoutland? It needs to be something that lives hits. Not you. Although I do wonder if... Because Resurrect's baiting a normal type attack. So we could raw swap to Steelix instead of a Ghost. Just so that way we burn through the normal gem. That kind of doesn't do anything. Like, once the normal gem is gone, it really only has close combat to go off of. And what, if we had, like, Grand Bowl? I'm trying to think of, like, it dropping its own defenses. And potentially its attack. Because Steelix actually, even though it's slower than Tyranitar, it's too bulky to show to kill the Earthquake. It would always be... Wow, actually. That's kind of crazy. Hold on. 50.4, 42... That's... something. We give it a life orb. That would show a slow kill. Close combat makes it too awkward, though. Can't kill it off at -1. Wonder, Spit F 141, Defense 194, that makes sense. Okay, what happens if we lock it into clicking Stealth Rocks? I suppose it could theoretically leave. Because, like, my ideal situation... Yeah, no, because it could swap too soon. Because God knows Ledian isn't keeping it locked into a move. Like, Ledian can set Tailwind. Turn 1. Swap to Rose, turn 2. It would let us kill with Magical Leaf instead of Leaf Storm, which might be something. If we U-turned. I don't think it's anything, but... Yeah. Because Life Orb doesn't get our damage up high enough. I don't think I can Perish Song either because the Pokemon in the back are too fast. Maybe? Like... yeah. Garchomp shows slow kill to Dracozolt. Doesn't show a slow kill or a fast kill to Stoutland. Shows a fast kill to T-Tar. Try to get Stoutland to burn itself on Flame Body, but that feels dubious. Especially taking Sand Chip along the way. Just don't have anyone who can kill this guy hard enough. Other than Roserade. It's like, we're slower than it, so... yeah. Life Orb boosted Surf wouldn't do it. It's just hard to do better than a 210 special attack. Basculegion, how much you do, bud? Not enough, because you're a physical attacker, and this thing is physically bulky, but... yeah, you only have 112. You wouldn't be able to do it. You could do it, KO. Mystic Water. Could be something. At that point, you would probably bait... yeah, Bolt Beak. Because you'd be immune to all of Stoutland's biggest moves. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. It means that we have to deal with Stealth Rocks coming up, but... Basculegion would take 2 turns of Sandstorm Chip, which I believe is just 1/16. I could also just not use Lucario, right? I could just... kill Stoutland with Basculegion. Like... because I can come in on a move that gets blanked. Assuming our attack stat drops by 1, like 43%. I assume with a black belt... yeah, okay. It only requires 2 rounds of the Togedemaru spin cycle. We're probably baiting in Dracozolt. But it reduces the number of guys required for the line. So I do need to consider swap 1, swap 2, swap 3. Yeah, it's going to be baiting random move off Dracozolt. But that means we have room for Eldegoss to potentially drop its speed. Okay, so let's get back to Roserade into Bascu, into Toge, into Bascu, into Toge, into Bascu, secure KO with superpower specifically. We are faster than T-Tar, so we're always baiting Dracozolt. We're baiting Drac on random move. So, who can live one of everything? Well, okay, let's consider worst case HP, right? So, critical hit play rough is 150. Also, we do have to consider if we're clicking Fake Out with Togedemaru twice, we actually might not even need Black Belt. We could probably just equip, like, Citrus. Because at attack -1, yeah, it's 43, so... let's see here. 2, 2, 3, -96, It's 127. Fake out. So 18 twice. Minus 18. Yeah, like it's 8 to 9.8%. Drops it to like 91. Okay. So that could do it. So we give 1 turn of Sandstorm, Toge, 2 turns of Sandstorm, Toge, 3 turns of Sandstorm, plus a Play Rough. I think we can get it so that we can guarantee any move but Earthquake. Which could mean Excadrill. So Excadrill comes in, baits Earthquake into Eldegoss. -1 speed. Eldegoss is baiting anything but Earthquake. Maybe not a free swap back to Excadrill. Okay. Steelix actually can kind of come in on anything. Hold on. Yeah. Steelix can actually come in on anything, sit until Draco Meteor gets used up, and then swap to Torterra. Sending my deepest sympathies for our goat Kethri. Thank you, Skitty. She died doing what she loved. Beating the fuck out of Porygon 2. Yeah, so let's assume... Because raw swap into Steelix... We could potentially even, like, stay in and use a Screech. It's like, yeah, once Dragon Gem's gone. Dragon Rush does a lot, though. It can miss, but, like... 20% chance to make the target flinch. Damage doubles and no accuracy check is done if the target has minimized while active. I love that it's a body slam-like effect. Yeah, 20%'s a little too high. Don't have to worry about it critting, but... We could also explore beating Stoutland with, instead of Baskia Legion, Delmize? Like... You need Black Belt, but you kind of don't. Yeah. Power Whip after a Play Rough drop still kills. It's funny. You would maybe show kill to T-Tar on pursuit, which would be bad. Yeah, they kind of need Bastille Legion for being faster. It's like... If I swap in Bastille Legion... You know, it's actually worth noting that once Dragon Gem is gone, it is kind of just clicking Earthquake into Steelix, which doesn't do a crazy lot. So I'm almost wondering if we, like, swap to Torterra, or, like... I'm trying to figure out if we could find a way to blank that Draco Meteor. The Steelix is just so bulky. And, like, Screech turns Earthquake into an Oko. Technically, I could swap Camerupt into it. Camerupt always lives a move, but then we're kind of back where we started, right? Because the problem is, like, if we could drop its speed... Like, we need it to not click... Well, if Dragon Gem is gone... If Dragon Gem is gone, Eldegoss can safely swap in against a D-Rush. So it would be like... Steelix stays in until it uses Draco. Swap to Goss. To, at that point, we'd be taking either Draco Meteor or Earthquake. It'd be guaranteed Dragon Rush. Swap back to Steelix. The issue is that Draco Meteor's usage is too high. Because, like, if we can get it to -1 speed and we can safely get Garchomp onto the field, we're clean. But the problem is that Steelix can get crit, take a lot of damage, which could be devastating. Although I suppose actually it's worth noting, if Steelix is on the field and we're leaving it in... Because we can guarantee that Dracozolt doesn't click Earthquake, which means if it clicks Bolt Beak, it does nothing. If it clicks Dragon Rush, it eats up the gem. Which would actually be... Oh, no. Yeah. Be kind of bad. But it means that we could... potentially just click Earthquake? Because, like, if we blank Bolt Beak, we don't take anything, and then in comes Draco Meteor. And then once Draco Meteor hits, you know, item is gone, special attack is dropped. It's always clicking Earthquake into us, which is good. That's what we want. But we need to make sure that we could, like, the problem is that Dragon Rush, using up the Dragon Gem, would make it so we can't guarantee that we get the Draco Meteor drop, and without that, we can't guarantee EQ into Chomp. And even then, Garchomp kind of can't guarantee 1v1 Tyranitar because we can't get Earthquake into one-hit KO range, and we can't soften it up because it has counter. I mean, if we did, like... If we did that, we could do it, but... not the best idea. Alright, that's enough of the Reggie theme. I'm considering calling stream just so that way I don't, like, over-fry my brain a little too much. I feel like I should probably be kind of smart about this, right? So... And then just, like, kind of come at this with a clean head, like, later tonight or tomorrow. We should protect the valuable brain. I was gonna say, like... Overlooking shit has been the bane of us up till now. I think we should just be smart and do a silly little raid. And you know what? Faulty is streaming right now. So let me click on over to there, mute that. Who is currently attempting deathless run and bun. So 1 death equals reset. Let me turn down this music a little. Okay. But yeah, fuck it. You know, we're taking it slow. We're taking it smart. We have cleared 2 fights. 2 fights that were both pretty scary. We are slowly making our way to Lily Cove. And once we get to, confidence building stream. I was gonna say, this has been good. It's been good to do a couple, like, kind of complicated fights and have them go according to Keikaku. I don't want to push it. So let me just raid. Is it Faultier Chunk? Yeah. Chunk. There we go. Sending you all off to go hang out with Faulty for a little bit. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, folks. We should be live again tomorrow in the usual evening time slot, where hopefully I'll have had some time to kind of brain my way through this next fight or two. Once we get to Lily Cove City, we get 2 more really exciting encounters. So I can't wait to do that, but, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Or at the very least, fast and reckless loses the Hitmonchan. So, with all that being said, folks, thank you so much for joining me. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, folks. Send it out, raid.